Hello and welcome in to the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. It's classification time at the FIBA U17 World Cup. And up next we have got China against New Zealand in the 9th to 12th place classification games. And today's winners will face off against the winner of the Côte d'Ivoire and Slovenia game later on today to play for 9th and 10th place tomorrow. The runner-up will play the runner-up of that game for 11th and 12th place tomorrow as well. Caroline Bullock here with you on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel as we get ready to tip off very shortly. And we can see here the starting fives for both teams. So for China, Minghao Shi, Yushu Chen, Hunju Zhang, Yujiao Jiajang and Goshin Zhao. And we saw just before for New Zealand it was Jaden Cecil, Liam Coe, Takati Kate, Zach Rampton and Marco Sula. So both teams finishing in third place in their respective groups. China third in Group B with 1 win and 2 losses. They had a loss against France in the round of 16 and then a win against Venezuela in yesterday's placing games, coming out on top 84 to 63. Now they were down at half-time, but had a huge 45 to 23 run in the second half that helped them seal the win. And it was Yushu Chen with 18 points, 4 rebounds and 7 assists leading the way for China in that game. And for New Zealand, third place in Group C, 1 win and 2 losses. Came up short against Serbia in the round of 16 and then a win against Japan yesterday, 104 to 83. And it was Jaden Cecil with 31 points, 11 rebounds and 6 assists, hitting 7 made threes that led the way for New Zealand. And Cecil is a player to watch if you have not seen him out on the floor before, making his FIBA debut at the Under-17 World Cup. And the competition's leading scorer is having an absolutely phenomenal tournament so far. So ball's up and we're underway, and the first possession goes to New Zealand. They move the ball around the outside. Cecil has it, takes it all the way and gets things started for New Zealand and picking up where he left off yesterday. That is why he is the competition's leading scorer. He finds a way to get to the basket. He can shoot the three. He can score from anywhere out on the court, and he's such a threat. So China going to look to try and close him down, but he comes up with a steal and lays in another. Back-to-back buckets there for Cecil and New Zealand to get things started. So a 4-0 lead here in the first quarter. China looking to answer. 7 on the shot clock, out to the top. Chen can't get it to go. Cecil leading the way for New Zealand down the floor. Cecil looking for some help here to hand off. Finds Kate. And Kate takes it inside. Good defense at the rim, but New Zealand with the offensive board can't finish on the putback, but persistence pays off as Zach Rampton gets himself onto the scoreboard. New Zealand up 6-0 in the first quarter. Chen. Pass inside is broken up, and it's Cecil on the attack all the way. Too strong though. China looking to get onto the scoreboard here. And a foul called against New Zealand, so they'll pick up their first team foul, and it will be China possession from the sideline. Zhang looking to get the ball in. Sends it around to Shi. Shi pulls up from the elbow, nets it. China get their first points of the game. And it's Minghao Shi onto the scoreboard as New Zealand have a 4-point lead. Cecil looking to create some space. Ball's intercepted, but back into the hands of New Zealand. And a nice dish under the basket, and the finish there from Coe, hanging in the air. Liam Coe just ready to clean up on the glass. Yushu Chen setting up the offense for China. Ball's inside, and a foul is called, so that will be 2 shots to come here for China. New Zealand pick up their second team foul. And it's Yi Jiang at the foul line for China. Leads the team in scoring throughout the Under-17 World Cup with just under 14 points a game. Hits the first free throw. Cuts it down to a 5-point game. Jiang dropped 23 points against Cameroon in the group stage, goes 2 of 2 from the line, and it's a 4-point New Zealand lead. Cecil pulls up from deep, off the front of the rim, and that's a shot we know he can hit. Didn't hit that time, but 7 made threes against Japan yesterday. Hit 6 in the opening game against Turkey. As I said earlier, a threat from anywhere on the court and a block from behind. As New Zealand come up with the ball. Cecil. Okay. Ball's knocked loose. China have it. Looking to make this a single possession game. Chen thought about it, and an offensive foul is called away from the ball. That will give the ball back to New Zealand. Substitutions here out on the floor for China. Cecil. Swings it round to the wing. Driving inside for New Zealand. And Coe drops in another. Liam Coe averaging just over 14 points a game for New Zealand. As China looks to answer, shot bounces off the back iron. Okay, over to Coe. Coe with a short floater, not that time. And New Zealand coming into this game averaging just over 90 points a game. That's good for 5th in the whole competition. China in 10th with 78 points a game, but New Zealand are a team that like to play fast, get up a lot of shots, and put the ball in the basket. Shot doesn't drop, but an offensive rebound for China, and Jiang working his way underneath the basket. Rewarded from the hard work there. It's a 10-6 lead for New Zealand over China. Cecil, round to Cage. Back to Cecil. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Cecil lines up a 3, nails it! Cecil now with 7 points for New Zealand in the first 5 minutes or so. 42 points in his debut against Turkey, the 3rd highest score at the Under-17 World Cup. As he gets the rebound, passes over to the side, and he's there for the finish, but a foul before Cecil came skying in for the rebound. So foul goes against China. 13-6, New Zealand leading over China as we have a timeout call. So teams coming out of the timeout. It's a New Zealand lead, 13-6 here in the first quarter. Teams fighting it out to play the placing tomorrow. The winner of this game will play for 9th and 10th tomorrow, and the runner-up will be playing for 11th and 12th against the winner and runner-up of the Cote d'Ivoire and Slovenia game that's coming up later on today on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. As first free throw doesn't fall for Liam Coe. Coe shooting 82% from the stripe so far this competition, as he gets the second. China looking to chip into this lead. Chen will set things up, round to Shi. Back to Chen. Chen has space off the screen. Shot in and out, and looking for that not to fall. That's a good look from China. The ball goes the way of New Zealand. Sula into Cecil. Cecil kicks it out to the corner, three's up. Doesn't go that time. But New Zealand come up with a rebound, and Cecil, blocked by China. A huge rejection there underneath the basket. A big block from Yao. New Zealand whistled for the foul. Both teams on 3 team fouls, just under 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Chen. She lines it up. Doesn't go. China getting some good looks on the shots, just haven't been dropping so far, but that's something that will come with time. And speaking of shots dropping, Cecil adds in 3 more for New Zealand. They're up to 17, and he is into double figures with 10 points personal so far. Diego Cecil certainly making a name for himself on the big stage. Zhang takes China up to 8. Cecil. And a whistle on the floor. That was the 4th team foul against China. We'll see some substitutions out onto the court. So 2 free throws to come here for New Zealand. As the first is good. Dele Pajillo at the foul line. And hits the second as well. 2 of 2. New Zealand stretch their lead up here to 11 in the first quarter. Liu. Over to Chen. Quick ball movement here from China. And Liu fading away, gets the basket. Fei-Yen Liu with a tough move, takes the contact and will go to the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Liu drops 6 points and 3 assists against Cameroon in the group stage for China. Gets the free throw. Cuts it down to a single-digit game. Cecil. Great pass out of the double team. And ball stolen by China as Zhang has it. Long pass down the court. Zhang. Chen thought about the shot. 8 seconds on the clock. Zhang has it. 3 seconds. China going to need to get something up here. Zhang puts it up, and with time running down, a huge shot there. Zhao Zhang, what a shot! Time running down for China. We're down to a 5-point game. New Zealand were up 11 just a couple of minutes ago, and China have just fought their way back in early on here. And Zhao Zhang with 23 points against Cameroon in the group stage. Hits the free throw, and we're down to a 4-point game, 19-15. New Zealand leading over China. Just over 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Kate. Kate thought about it, fakes the shot and splashes in from the elbow. Oh, tough pass inside a triple team. And New Zealand whistled for the foul. And that will give free throws to China. And a big thank you to everybody watching live on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. Catch all the action from the Under-17 FIBA World Cup on YouTube. Coming up next, we have the semi-final games between the USA and Australia and Turkey and Serbia, alongside the 9th to 12th place placing game between Cote d'Ivoire and Slovenia. All those games coming up later on today. Like and subscribe to the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel so you don't miss a second of the action. Zhang hits the second free throw. Substitutions for China. And it's a 5-point game. New Zealand ball. China will pick up full court here. Kate, three's up, too strong. China with a chance to cut this to a single possession. Ball's inside. Can't finish, fighting for the rebound. It's New Zealand that come away with it. Kate will set things up. And banking in a floater there, a tough move from Matthias Thompson. You can see the bench enjoyed that one. They're hyped up, cheering on their teammate. Zhang to the basket. Passes deflected and New Zealand have it. And a whistle on the floor, so that will go against China. And 2 foul shots to come here as both teams in the bonus. So Matthias Thompson at the foul line for 2 for New Zealand. Thompson playing his regular season basketball for Auckland in New Zealand. Gets the first to go. One more to come here for New Zealand as they look to stretch this lead back up. They led by as many as 11 earlier on. China cut it down to just a 2-possession game, but then New Zealand have really responded well and been able to answer back as the friendly roll on that shot takes the lead back up to 9 for New Zealand. The long shot doesn't drop and New Zealand will get another chance. Oh, ball's loose on the floor. New Zealand do have it. And New Zealand taking their time to set something up here. 3-second difference between the shot and game clock. Kate, round the outside, double team. Thompson can't get it to go. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, ball's knocked away. and time will run down. So that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. A 25-16 lead for New Zealand over China.
Give it to me. I'll go attack to close out. Beat Bruno inside. Fills it up. It's all right.
So teams back out on court, ready for the second quarter. China with some work to do here early on. They have the first possession of the second quarter. Yu Zheng will set things up here for China. And driving to the basket. A great move there from Chan Yulu. Just what China will want to see coming out of that quarter break. And travel ball against New Zealand, so it's China ball. And these are two teams that will be quite familiar with each other, having played each other at the Under-16 Asia Cup last year. In the semi-final, it was China that came out on top in that one, 86-72. But the majority of players from both teams have now moved up the age groups to the Under-17 level here at the World Cup. And it's always good to see the progression, and you'll see players developing those skills coming up through the age groups, especially with an eye towards senior teams later on. Oh, great pass into the corner. Shot doesn't drop for Sula and New Zealand, but had the space, and China going to need to try and close that down because that's a dangerous shot for New Zealand. Liu out to the wing. And Chen just ran into traffic, a wall of New Zealand defenders as the ball will go out of bounds. And China will get it back. Leading all scorers so far is Jaden Cecil with 10 points personal. Came out absolutely firing in that first quarter, as he has done in every single game that he's played in. Averaging just under 30 points a game. Zhang, long two, bounces off the rim. And possession arrow is with New Zealand, so last touch for China as the ball goes out of bounds. New Zealand up 7. Teams looking to move on to the 9th and 10th place classification game tomorrow. That's Sulu looking for some space. A tough shot over the outstretched arm of his defender, but doesn't matter as Marco Sula hits the shot for New Zealand. Liu takes it to the basket and lays it in. And Feiyan Liu has been a spark of energy off the bench for China, as we'll have a timeout call. Teams want to talk it over New Zealand leading 27-20, 7:51 to play here in the first half.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
Attack corner blocking and Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia.
And what a finish.
Didn't overplay it as well. Unique players without playing one-on-one.
Because she's excited with passion.
Good rebound, 6 assists.
Roberts, you gotta love it.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans here at Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing it.
So teams coming out of that timeout, a 7-point New Zealand lead. They have possession, looking to increase their lead here. And it's Jaden Cecil with the ball. Over to Coe. Coe driving to the basket, takes his time. Patient basketball from Liam Coe. Waits for his defenders to get out of the way. And then went up and finished with a nice lay-in. Lou, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Mainly with 5 points for China. Can't get that one to go, but Lou has been that spark, that energy player off the bench for China. As Coe driving to the basket, count it, and the foul. A big bucket there for New Zealand. And Liam Coe taking the contact. A chance for a 3-point play at the line. Coe up to 9 points for New Zealand today. Also pulling down a rebound as he doesn't get the free throw to drop. Yu Chen Jiang will set things up. Jiang puts it up and splashes in from outside. A big 3 there for China. And Yu Chen Jiang again cutting into this lead. Cecil. And ball will go the way of China. Substitution for New Zealand here. Safety Kate checks into the game. And Jackson Cooper goes to the bench. Jiang against Cecil. Back to Jiang. Jiang with a short jumper. Not that time. And Coe powering down the court. Hands off. Kate has it. Kicks it out. And a 3 will go for Sula. And New Zealand making it rain in Turkey from outside the 3-point line. Leads it back into double figures. And an 11-point lead for New Zealand. 34-23. Blue can't answer as the shot bounces out. Again, China have had a few of those shots where it's just been unlucky for it not to drop. The ball's down the cylinder. And what a handoff underneath the basket. First doesn't go. Second doesn't drop either. Good defense there from China. As Jiang dancing round the outside. What a shot from Jiang. And China have a response every time New Zealand seem like they're stretching that lead out. China just chip into it. As Cecil, oh, a deep three from Jaden Cecil. 13 points now for Cecil. As Zhang looks to answer, that one's short. Rebounds picked up by Kate. New Zealand are running the floor. Cecil, oh, what a shot! It spins out. The transition three couldn't get it to go as the ball is loose and we've got a jump ball called. But Jaden Cecil, he has that range and he has the confidence to take those shots. And he is making a name for himself here at the Under-17 World Cup in Istanbul. Has just been putting in absolutely fantastic performances every single game. 13 points and leading all scorers so far for Cecil. As the ball's in, but last touch New Zealand, so China get it back. .11 New Zealand lead. Ball's knocked away, will stay with China. Zhao working inside, too strong off the glass. Cecil leading the way for New Zealand. Kicks it out, three pops out. But New Zealand are certainly getting those looks from behind the three-point line. China are going to need to get out to that as Fei Lu takes it coast to coast. Cecil lines it up. Won't go that time. It will be a China possession. New Zealand with 8 fast break points to China's 2 so far. Those balls knocked away. And speaking of fast break points, there we go. And Tarkati Kate lays in 2 more for New Zealand. Takes them up to 39 points. So teams coming back out onto the floor after that timeout. And a big thank you to everybody watching live on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. Remember to vote in our poll. Who do you think is going to win today's game? Is it going to be China or is it going to be New Zealand? New Zealand currently with an 11-point lead here in the first half. 3:25 to play. And Zhang hits the basket for China. Wenju Zhang into the game and cuts it down to an 8-point lead. And the threes are falling for New Zealand. They can't stop scoring from outside as Lawson Pryor gets in on the action. And ladies back into double figures. Zhang. Zhao working inside, Boxing Zhao underneath the basket. We're back to a single digit game. Kate runs into traffic, ball's loose, picked up by Zhao. Liu takes it all the way to the basket, draws the foul. So 2 free throws here for Fei and Liu. Liu averaging 2.6 points a game so far through the competition. He's up to 7 points today. Surpassed his high of 6 points against Cameroon in the group. Doesn't get the first free throw to drop though. But in just around 10 minutes of play, he's had a really strong showing for China. And again, as I said, that energy play, that spark off the bench that's just given them that extra push as second doesn't go. New Zealand looking to extend their lead here. Pryor. Pahio, shot doesn't go, but a whistle on the play. So China pick up their second team foul. It will be New Zealand ball from the end line. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Pryor looking to set things up. Lines up a 3, knocks it down. And a 12-point lead now for New Zealand. Chen. Zhang into Zhao. Liu. Short jumpers too strong off the back iron. And New Zealand back down the court. Kate ran to Pryor. Oh, what a pass on the baseline! And the run inside from Duncan. Pryor there. Fantastic eyes to know where his teammate's going to be. Zhang. Liu, back to Zhang. 4 seconds on the shot clock, fading away, hits it. That's a tough move from Zhang. He's leading the way for China with 10 points personal. Watching Zhao there, protecting the paint for China, just knocking the ball out of bounds. And Zhao standing at 7 foot is a difficult matchup for this New Zealand team. As China pick up another foul here, that'll be their third. Fouls on the floor, so it'll be a end line possession. And substitution for China. Zhang checks back in. Pryor looking to get the ball in. Kate's there. Back to Pryor. Kate, 7 seconds. Pryor, a long 3 off the rim. And China can hold to the last possession here. Chen will set things up. Round the screen from Zhang. Chen looking to create some space. Zhang, 6 seconds. Chen, catch and shoot. doesn't drop. New Zealand have it. And that will do it for the end of the first half. New Zealand leading as we head into halftime. 47-35, and they've been led by Jaden Cecil with 13 points, 3 rebounds and 3 assists. Liam Coe added
How many times are we going to see this? Baseline. Are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me.
Go attacks to close out. Feed Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
Attack corner pocket and Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia.
And what a finish.
Didn't overplay as well. Players without playing one-on-one. Man,
Because she's excited with passion.
6 rebounds, 6 assists.
Roberts, you gotta love it.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans here, Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing it.
Louis to the rim. Oh, and look at that! Watch out below! All the way now. Block on the other side of the floor as well. Erlitskis waited patiently. 4 for 7. The recipient of the dime between the legs. Spread him. All right. Built up for Australia, 19 turnovers. And there, flying to the rim. Tries to find a bounce pass inside to Rodriguez. Young. ferocious slam on the rim.
Another great pass on these USA guards. Stoke through that time.
But gets the ball into play. Oh, what a beautiful block that is! Costa Rica putting a sticky note on the backboard. Could have been blown well out of the water by this point. Bumte, Bumte. Oh, beautiful pass round the back from Beckham Black. The dribble to the rim, Wella! Bonjour, ça va?
Not the way France have started is doing a great job against this crowd.
Stolen away here. Collins takes it off with a little bit of windmill. Adding the AC to the arena. Renewable energy. Kutlai. Kutlai kicks it. Omer Sheik steps it back. The three. Sheik. Omer Sheik. Say Sheik. Living fast like a Sheik kebab. Lem Kopte. Omer Sheik with an absolute dagger from the deep. U17. The recipient of the dime between the legs. Spread him.
Right.
Built up for Australia, 19 turnovers. And they're flying to the rim. Tries to find a bounce pass inside to Rodriguez. Young. Ferocious slam on the rim.
Another great pass on these USA guards. Stoked through that time.
Gupta gets the ball into play. Oh, what a beautiful block that is! Costa Rica putting a sticky note on the backboard. Could have been blown well out of the water by this point. Bumte. Oh, beautiful pass round the back from Beckham Black.
The way France have started is doing a great job against this crowd.
Stolen away here. Collins takes it off with a little bit of windmill. Adding the AC to the arena. Renewable energy. Kutlai kicks it. Omer Sheik steps it back. The three. Sheik. Omer Sheik. Say Sheik. Living France like a Sheik kebab. Lem cocktail. Omer Sheik with an absolute dagger from the deep.
Now, New Zealand, they're up 47-37 here in the third quarter. It will be 2 shots here for New Zealand at the foul line. Up 10. And first is good. Liam Coe had a 20-point game against Japan earlier in the competition and goes 2 of 2 from the line. New Zealand stretch the lead up to 12. And China with the response there. And as we saw in the first half, every time New Zealand start to pull away, China just chip into this lead. A 9-point lead for New Zealand. Cecil, leading all scorers so far today, pulls up. Oh, someone got a hand on that one, it looked like, as the ball bounces around. But it will be a foul against China, and New Zealand will have 2 shots here. Coe. First one spins out. Coe with 11 points today, along with 4 rebounds for New Zealand. And goes 2 of 2 from the line. Again, stretches that lead back into double figures for New Zealand. Chen. Chen, great pass inside to Zhao, finishing at the rim. And quick pass outside as the shot bounces off. Rebound goes to China, and they are running down the court, out into the corner as Liu. And then a drive on the baseline. And China maybe being a bit too unselfish there, with maybe moving the ball around a little bit too much as they take it from the end line. As they look to get the ball in, Chen. Liu from the top of the arc, doesn't go. Kate for New Zealand. It's an 8-point New Zealand lead. Great pass inside. And then a travel called against New Zealand, so China will have possession. And you saw there pushing Zhao, just making a stand on defense. We've seen him do that throughout this game. Uses his presence inside really well. And makes it really difficult for teams to come up against him. Chen. Out to the wing. Ball's taken away by Kate. And he'll take it all the way. Scoops it up and in. And it's back to a 10-point lead for New Zealand here. Nine seconds on the clock for China. Zhang gets it to go. That's a tough move. A hand in his face. For Cecil. Swings the ball around. And all the way to the basket. Can't get it to go. And at the other end, the throwdown from Hunju Zhang. Putting on a show for the fans. What a dunk there from Zhang. A big move, and that's going to get the China bench hyped up. Cuts into the lead, 52-46, New Zealand leading. So back out on the floor, 52-46. New Zealand leading over China. The winner of this game will play the winner of Cote d'Ivoire and Slovenia that's coming up later on. That'll take place tomorrow. These teams will be playing for 9th and 10th place classification. As China come up with the ball. Zhang. Chen will set things up here. Chen round to Zhao. Zhao lines up a 3. Oh, hits it! A big shot for Zhao. And it's a single possession game. Cecil. Out into the corner. 3's up. Not that time. But a big rebound there. And the finish from New Zealand. As Zach Rampton jams it down. Two possession game. New Zealand have it. They've got numbers here. Shots up, off the front of the rim. Zhao with a big rebound. And down the other end of the floor, Chen is ready and waiting, and we're back to a single possession game. Cecil driving inside. Ball's loose. China have it, a chance to tie on this possession. They were down at 12 earlier on as Zhang nails it from the corner. And we are tied at 54 all here in the third quarter. What a comeback here from China. Just under 5 minutes to play in the third. Kate. Kate gets it back. Long 2, won't fall. And China with a chance to go ahead here. And China have not led at all throughout this game. Chen. Chen makes some space. Doesn't get the roll. And Cecil will take it for New Zealand. Fouls on the floor, so there will be no shots there. Cecil was just late putting up the ball. But foul against China, and what a run they've had here in the third quarter. A 19-7 run for China here in the third. We're tied at 54 all. New Zealand possession. Can they go back on top? Pryor. Pryor gets it up and puts it in the basket. New Zealand back ahead by 2. Looks like we've got a stop in the play here, so a foul was called. We've got a technical foul called against China, so that'll be 1 free throw here for New Zealand. Jaden Cecil will take it. Shooting just under 70% from the stripe as he hits it. So it's a 3-point New Zealand lead. And we'll go back to where we were before the technical was called, so that is China possession. Blue. And foul against New Zealand. That's just their first foul this quarter. So China ball from the sideline. Zhang. Hands off to Chen. Zhang hits the shot, and it's a 1-point game. Hunju Zhang coming up big here in the third quarter. Oh, excuse me, it's we're tied at 57. Zhang hitting the 3. As New Zealand not able to answer Ball's rebounded by China, and they again have the chance to take their first lead of the game. Chen. And working underneath the basket, a foul called. Feiyan Liu fouled under the basket on the shot attempt. So Feiyan Liu will go to the foul line. With 2 free throws to come here. And some big shots for China, as it has been New Zealand leading all the way from the first tip. But Liu with 7 points leaves the first one short. And seconds good. China take their first lead of the game, 58-57 over New Zealand here in the third quarter. 3:05 to play. And what a comeback this has been from China. They have just kept chipping into this New Zealand lead. As Cecil has the ball. Driving to the basket, won't go. And New Zealand whistled for the foul. Yeah, New Zealand trying to stop the break. And stop China from getting any kind of quick points to the basket. Liu. Chen, a deep 3, spins out. Rebound New Zealand. Pryor. Cecil driving to the basket, in off the glass. And taking the contact. And Jaden Cecil again showing just what he can do out there on the floor and what he has been doing for New Zealand. Steps to the line for a free throw. But Cecil with 16 points for New Zealand. The competition's leading scorer, 29.2 points a game, as he gets the free throw. New Zealand up 2 here in the third quarter. Zhang. Liu driving baseline. Over to Zhang. 3 is good from the corner. And China will go back on top. They have been rejuvenated coming out of halftime as they hold a 1-point lead. Cecil. Cooper. And a travel against New Zealand. So China a chance to add some more to their total here. Zhang will set things up. Liu back to Zhang. Zhang 3 off the back rim. And Cecil finds the cutter to the basket. Foul will be on the shot for China, so New Zealand again a chance at the foul line here. China shooting 60% from the foul line to New Zealand 76 today. That's Noah Duncan. Doesn't get the first to go. Duncan with 12 points, 6 rebounds against Japan yesterday. Player that was playing at the Asia Cup last year at the under-16 level. Averaged just over 10 points and 6.5 rebounds. Helping New Zealand to win that bronze medal. Again, another player coming up through those age groups and now playing at the Under-17 World Cup here in Istanbul. As the second doesn't go, gets the rebound though. Duncan with a big rebound, and then New Zealand finishing as they go back ahead by 1. Two. I think we had a travel call there against China. And that turnover will give New Zealand the ball back. Balls with Cecil. Approaching the final minute of the third quarter. And the short shot inside from Sula for New Zealand gives them a 3-point lead. Zhang looking for a screen. Zhang takes it all the way, floats it up, doesn't get the drop. And a big rebound here underneath the basket, but New Zealand will get a hand on it, and that will be a jump ball call. As we see who possession is with, and it will be with New Zealand. But both teams hustling really hard underneath the basket here. (64-61), New Zealand leading. Sula. Sula out to Kate. Kate drives inside, puts it up, doesn't drop, ball's loose. And Kate will have it, but a whistle there. So let's see who that foul is against. And it will be China ball. Zhang shot short, and that will do it for the end of the third quarter. So a 64-61 lead for New Zealand over China. Just a single possession game, but China with a really strong third quarter, overcoming a 12-point deficit earlier on and taking the third quarter there 26-17 over New Zealand. Took the lead at one point as well after having tied it a couple of times. And they've been led by a really big game from Hunju Zhang, who has 19 points for China and leading the way. So teams coming back out onto the floor for the start of the fourth quarter. Who's going to come out on top in this one? You can vote in the poll on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. The spot in the classification game tomorrow, playing for 9th and 10th place, will go to the winner of this game. And they'll be playing either the Côte d'Ivoire or Slovenia. And you can watch that game coming up later on today on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. Follow Next Gen Hoops on social media. Loads of great clips and action from the competition as we're underway here in the fourth quarter. And it's China possession. Liu was that real energy player in the first half for China off the bench. And fouled on the shot, so a chance here again to cut into this lead for China. And Fei and Liu, part of the Asia Cup team for China where they won the silver medal last year. Averaged 19.3 points a game at the under 16 level. And gets the first free throw to fall. And what a game Liu's been having. So he's been averaging 2.6 points a game throughout the competition. And today he's stepped it up. He's up to 8 points personal, 3 assists and a rebound. So he's doing exactly what his team needing to do, coming off the bench and just really helping China here and having been able to cut into that New Zealand lead. So one more to come. It's a 2-point game. New Zealand having led for the majority of the game as Liu gets the second. He's up to 9 points now, and it is just a 1-point game, 64-63. New Zealand looking to respond. Ball's out to the wing. Shots off the rim, and last touch will be... Everyone's pointing in different directions here, but last touch will be New Zealand, so it will be China possession. And again, China, a chance to go on top. They've only led for 1 minute and 19 seconds in this game, staging a huge comeback in the third quarter as Zhang was calling for it. Chen thought about it, swings it round. Working underneath the basket. Yao can't get it to fall, but offensive rebound goes to China. And the three won't get the bounce. China getting a second chance there. And that's something that we've seen them improve on since that game against Venezuela on Friday. Coming up with the win, but they were out-rebounded by Venezuela on the offensive glass. And they've looked to try and improve that today. 5 offensive rebounds for China, 12 though for New Zealand. And New Zealand been able to capitalise on that with those second chance points. 14 second chance points for New Zealand to China's 4. So still a 1-point game. Just over 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Chen under the basket gives China the lead. And Yushu Chen takes himself up to 4 points, gives China the lead. Kate, round to Thompson, sorry. But China have it. Liu will take his time and set things up. Chen. Ball's knocked away. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Liu. 4 seconds. Liu under the basket. Oh, triple teamed. Doesn't matter. Fei and Liu is having a game. Up to 10 points now for Liu. And China take a 3-point lead. And this second half, China have just been relentless in cutting into this deficit. New Zealand had a lead of 14 in the first half. China haven't led by more than 3. They have a chance to increase that here, and they will! Shan Yu Lu from outside. A 6-point lead for China, and we will have a timeout. But what a swing here in the second half. China leading New Zealand 70-64. A big thank you to everybody watching live on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. Remember to like and subscribe. You can keep up to date with all the action. We've got all the games from the Under-17 World Cup. Check out the playlist. We've had some absolutely fantastic games so far. Semi-finals going on at the moment between the US and Australia, and Turkey and Serbia will be coming up later on. But right now, New Zealand and China looking to try and book their place in the 9th and 10th place classification games tomorrow. And China with the interception, but it will be just a bit too late there. China have really come out with intensity here in this second half. As Kate swings it round. And travel called against New Zealand. The China defense has just stepped up. They've been all able to force those turnovers. Just rattle New Zealand a little bit here in the second half. Chen will get it back. Working round the outside. 7 seconds on the clock. Lu all the way inside. Doesn't go. New Zealand with the ball. A chance to take this down to a single possession game. Cecil. And ball will go out of bounds. Last touch was with New Zealand, so China have possession. And China have done a really good job here. They've been clogging the paint. You can see that New Zealand's trying to get to the basket, especially Cecil on that drive, and China just making it difficult for New Zealand to get those shots that they want. Forcing those turnovers and giving themselves extra chances here as Chen has it. Working against Duncan. Chen going inside, too much on it. Cecil. And Duncan out to Kate in the corner. That's too strong. Picked up by China. China up 70-64. Just over 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. As Chen shots off the rim. Duncan out to Cecil. That's his shot. He will make it. Cuts it down to a 3-point game. Cecil absolutely on fire. 17 points. Down to a single possession game. Can China respond? Lu. Round to Zhang. And Zhang will hit from outside. We've got a 3-point shootout here in Istanbul. Leads back up to 6. And you can see there, Cecil just seems to slow it down, calm down. Oh, the interception from China and throwing it down. Feiyan Lu putting on a show today. The biggest lead of the game so far for China. 14 points for Liu. As Cecil looking to answer, ball's knocked away, but a foul is called. And how about Feiyan Liu off the bench? 14 points, 4 assists. He's been shooting 62.5% from the 2-point range. Just massively surpassing his average and just coming up clutch when his team needs him to. Massive performance today from Liu. As it will be New Zealand ball from the sideline. Lefty Kate inbounds to Cecil. 7 seconds on the clock. Cecil, a deep three. Can't get it to go. Rebound. New Zealand, though, crashing the offensive glass, and Cecil will try again. He's got space. Won't go that time, but that's too much space to leave for Jaden Cecil open. China will need to get out to him. Close that down. A player that we've seen hit 6, 7 3-pointers in games throughout this week. You don't want to even give him the option of giving him that much space. So New Zealand go again from the end line. And it's out of bounds. New Zealand will take it again. China making a stance defensively underneath the basket. As Liu comes up with the steal, and Feiyan Liu fouls, and that would be an unsportsmanlike against New Zealand. You see New Zealand there were just trying to stop that break because Liu read the pass, taking the ball up, but unsportsmanlike call. There's no play against the ball. So that will be 2 shots and possession that will go to China. And it looks like I think we had a ref almost get taken out there on the floor. Hope everyone's doing okay there. There's players just running down the court, playing at such a fast pace. I think the ref may have been some collateral damage there. And you can see it back, but that's the unsportsmanlike play that will go against New Zealand. So a big swing here for China. So 75-67, China leading over New Zealand. New Zealand were up 14 points in the first half. But it's been a huge 40-20 run this second half so far for China. And Feiyan Liu has been such a big part of that. As he hits the first free throw. Feiyan Liu had a tournament high for himself of 6 points against Cameroon in the group stage. Goes 2 of 2 from the line. And he's up to 16 points today. So again, he has just put in a shift when his team has needed him to. And China will have possession after that unsportsmanlike. That is a big swing here for China. As they take the ball inside and finish off the glass. And now a 12-point lead, 79-67, as Cecil dances his way inside and lays in 2. Cecil up to 20 points personal. And China can use the clock here. As the ball's knocked away, New Zealand have it. Cecil pulls up for the transition 3, doesn't drop. Offensive rebound is chased down by Gokio, and he gets the finish. And a timeout called, and what a game we've got on our hands here at the Under-17 World Cup. 79-71, China leading New Zealand, and a timeout called. We're back out on the floor. China possession, looking to increase this lead. They've had a huge comeback here in the second half as Liu, who's been the orchestrator of a lot of that, continues to score for China. And Feiyan Liu is absolutely coming up clutch for China today. New Zealand look to answer, and shot spins out for Ko. But a foul against China. Both teams on 2 team fouls here in the fourth quarter. 3:15 to play. So New Zealand take it from the baseline. Some work to do here. They're down 10, but 3:15, still a lot of time in basketball. And 3 bounces off the rim. And all the way to the basket. Oh, misses the layup. But the offensive rebound, so China will get themselves another chance as they reset. Chen, and ball's taken away by New Zealand. Pryor able to save it. Baseline drive hanging in the air. Can't get it to go, but finishing on the putback. Liam Ko, right place, right time for New Zealand. And that's the importance of having players that will chase that offensive rebound. Those second chance points in tight games, so crucial. Zhang. Chen splits the defense, kicks the ball out, but foul is called near the top of the key, so it stays with China. (81-73) China leading over New Zealand. Liu to inbound. It's been a 20-9 run for China this quarter. Liu hands off underneath the basket and a big finish there from Boshin Zhao. He's into double figures now with 11 points and the lead is back to 10. New Zealand looking to cut into this, but the turnover picked up by China. As Zhang driving all the way to the basket. A powerful move inside from Zhang. And Cecil has the shot blocked at the other end. Ball stays with New Zealand, but again it's Boshin Zhao who's just been protecting the paint all game long for China. So 1:39 to go and a place in the 9th and 10th place classification game tomorrow on the line. Let us know who you think will come out on top. Have New Zealand got a comeback in them? As ball's out to the wing and the shot doesn't fall. China secure the rebound. They can use the clock here. Zhao hands off to Zhang. Zhao over to Chen. Oh, driving to the basket, rejected underneath the hoop. And a long three from China as it's picked up by New Zealand, and China will foul. But the block underneath the basket, a huge stance from Rampton. As New Zealand take it from the sideline, just over a minute to play. Sula will inbound, and the referees are going to review something here, so they're going to go to the review monitor. Teams will have a chance to talk things over as it is a 85-73 lead for China over New Zealand. So let's see if we can see what the referees are going to check on the monitor. They might be looking at that last foul from China. They're potentially looking to see if it's gone out of bounds. So the initial call was that China fouled, which gives New Zealand the ball. That was a coach's challenge against, well, called for by New Zealand head coach Darren Larson. So it will be New Zealand ball from the sideline. So it looked like they had perhaps called an out of bounds before the foul, but we're back underway. Final minute of the fourth. Blue. And China moving the ball around here, but it's stolen by Kate. And it will go back with China as Kate not able to stay in bounds. So that the last replay from the referees, the head coach's challenge was unsuccessful. So New Zealand were challenging the previous call. It was unsuccessful, and China have the ball here. The foul goes against New Zealand. It's been a 24-9 run in the fourth quarter for China, holding New Zealand to their lowest scoring quarter of the game. As they look like they're trying to foul here, so they're intensely trying to foul to stop the clock, but quite a bit of time went off the clock there. But that will give China 2 free throws at the line as New Zealand in the bonus. So Yao Jiang at the foul line. First one spins out. Jiang with 16 points, 7 rebounds and 5 assists today. Shooting 66% from the field. Again, another player that played in the Asia Cup last year. Had a 27-point game against Mongolia in the group stage. As we've got a timeout called here. 35.8 seconds to play. 86-73. China up 13. And an eye on that 9th and 10th place classification game tomorrow. Teams taking the court, 13 points. China leading over New Zealand. China scoring 51 points in this second half. So just 26 for New Zealand after New Zealand had such a strong first half where they put up 47 points. So New Zealand are going to have to go quickly here. Are they going to go for the three? Kate gets it, puts it up, shot bounces off the rim, rebound China. So 2 more free throws to come here for China. So with New Zealand in the bonus, that will put China at the line every time they foul. And it's been a real strong comeback from China. Down 14 points in the first half. And what a swing. They're now up 14 after that made shot. And their biggest lead of the game so far. And every time we saw it in the first half, so New Zealand looked like they were about to pull away, but China just kept chipping away and just kept taking it possession by possession, which is what you've got to do when you are facing a deficit. And they've really come together and been able to overcome that. As second is good. New Zealand ball, but it looks like they might run out of time here. As the three will go from outside for Sula. China will have it back, 12-point game. We have seen wilder things happen. And you can see the pressure that New Zealand are putting on the ball here. Picking up in the full court. Yushu Chen will inbound. And New Zealand again whistled for the foul. So it looks like what they're trying to do here. So they're trying to stop the clock. Put China at the foul line and then get back on offense and get some quick scores. But you wonder if it's just a little bit too late here in the game for New Zealand to be able to come out on top. But let's see what they can do. So first free throw is good for China. They've been strong from the foul line. Shooting 14 of 19 today. New Zealand also shooting well from the foul line. 10 of 15 for New Zealand. Our second is good. And Zhang takes China up to 90 points here in the fourth quarter. Cecil with 8 seconds, threes up and in! And Cecil again just continues to score for New Zealand. And a whistle again, that will be China back at the foul line. But Jaden Cecil, 25 points, 5 made threes. Along with 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Just slightly under his average of 29.2 points a game. After that incredible start he had with that 42 points in his debut. But China back at the foul line here, and Feiyan Liu looking to go 2 of 2 from the line. And he does. Liu again has just been so consistent scoring for China. As Kate will walk into the three. Doesn't get it to go, and that will do it. China with a come-from-behind win against New Zealand. What a game that was. 92-79, the final score. China coming back from 14 points down early on in the first half. And a really strong showing in the second. Putting up the points. A 57-point second half for China. And you can see they're shooting 50% from the field. New Zealand also shooting very well. China were just able to come out on top despite New Zealand winning the battle of the boards 50-34. China really able to spread that scoring around with several players into double figures. And leading the way for China, it was Hunju Zhang with 24 points alongside 5 rebounds, excuse me. And then Feiyan Liu off the bench, 20 points and 5 assists for Liu. He was such a big part of this comeback for China. And 19 points from Yu Zhang, along with 7 rebounds and 5 assists. A real all-round performance there from Zhang. And then leading the way for New Zealand, Jaden Cecil, 25 points. And alongside him, it was Liam Ko, 14 points and 6 rebounds for Ko. And then Marco Sula adding in 10 points and 3 rebounds for New Zealand. So China will move on to the 9th and 10th place classification game against either Cote d'Ivoire or Slovenia. And New Zealand will face the runner-up of that game. Both those games will be live on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. So remember to like and subscribe. Stay up to date with all the action. Loads of fantastic games so far this week from the Under-17 World Cup. We have the semi-finals taking place at the moment between the US and Australia. You can get your split screens going. I hope you've been watching both games at the same time. And then the other semi-final coming up later today between